How to manage your child's extracurricular activities. Hello and welcome to VideoJug. Throughout your child's schooling, they'll be given many opportunities to get involved in out-of-class or extracurricular activities. This is a great opportunity for them to learn skills they wouldn't pick up in the classroom, make new friends, and find new things that they enjoy doing. It's tempting for both parent and child to try to do everything, but it's important to strike the balance between making the most of the opportunities available and giving enough time for schoolwork, family life, and relaxation. We came to Whitton School in London and spoke to Phil Davies, Deputy Head in charge of extracurricular activities, to get his advice. Step 1. Which activities?
Schools are offering a vast array of extracurricular activities, and I would encourage parents to get their children involved in as many as possible. Almost a case of overload to start with, and then drop them off one by one as they find something that they really like. But quite often they won't try stuff. So if you can encourage them to try, then they may discover hidden talents and start to enjoy things that they hadn't previously thought about.
Step 2. Priorities.
You've got a programme in place for your child after school, and they're doing all these different activities, but there is a real balance to be struck. You must make sure that balance between academic work, family time, and the extracurricular activities is not skewed one way, because it's really important. And there are certain signs to look out for when you're getting it wrong. Performance at school starts to dip. Is a good sign when, for instance, they're doing too much because they don't do their homework as much because they're feeling a bit tired. Stress is also another sign to look out for. I find mostly that students don't do too much, they do too little, and we'd encourage them to do too much to start with, and then they can always drop it off.
Step 3. Dealing with faddishness.
I would encourage you not to be worried by the fact that they might pick up an activity for 6 months and then drop it. Because unless they try it, they're not going to know. There's no substitute for actually doing an activity. You've got to encourage them to try it. And it's the nature of children, I'm afraid. They will drop it if they're not interested, but usually they'll let you know pretty quickly. But I think that's quite healthy, because they get a really broad range of activities behind them then, and they get a clear picture of what they do and don't like. And you can learn as much about your child from what they don't like as what they do like, so I just take that as an advantage.
Step 4. Doing too much.
There are signs to look out for when children are doing too much outside of the school. Look out for the signs that you're getting letters from school complaining about homework not being done. Look out for signs that, particularly if they're doing too much sport, they're starting to get injured a lot.
Step 5. Pushy parenting.
As a parent, please remember that your child will naturally want to please you, and they may well be doing activities to please you, which is not a bad thing. But just be aware and watch out for that. And the pushy parent syndrome on the side of football pitches is a thing that's very frowned on these days. And if you are one of those parents, in this day and age, you'll be told to shut up and move away. If your child really isn't interested in taking part in something, my advice would be not to force them to do it. Whereas if you let them come to it naturally, then quite often they've got something that lasts them for the rest of their life.
Done.